Hi everyone and welcome to this tutorial. So my patrons and I have been painting a wonderful lavender field full of luscious lavender, nice wet into wet washes, lots of splattering going on, and it's been a really fun project. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to share with you guys the warm-up, which is just one stalk of lavender. And I say warm-up, but it's a tricky little one because it's not just one flower, isn't it? It's a cluster of flowers, and that's always a little bit tricky. But I do share tutorials on my Patreon channel how to get over that and how to create clusters of flowers without it looking too overworked and a bit messy. So yeah, lots of tutorials on that. Thank you for tuning in to this channel. You know I don't post here all the time. Once a month is all I can do. So busy with my Patreon channel, and I'm moving house at the same time, so you can imagine how crazy life is at the moment. But if you do want to take your art further, there are 150 if not more tutorials on my Patreon channel. Check it out on my website, which is artbyboon.co.uk. Go grab your brushes and let's paint some luscious lavender. The materials I'm going to use for this tutorial are, I've got a piece of Saunders Waterford, and you can see I've got some kitchen roll and I've ripped it into little pieces. I just want this section here to be the lavender shape. So I've just kind of covered that up. In fact, I may even, I'll just grab a bit more kitchen roll off camera, just cover this area as well, because I want it to just be in this section here. So that's easy enough, isn't it? Big jug of clean water. I've got my spray bottle. I'm going to need that. Size 8 brush. And I know it's a mucky palette, but I know where everything is. So don't panic. I'm using the Ultramarine Blue. I have got the Quinacriden Purple. I have got the olive green. And I'm going to use just a tiny, tiny touch of yellow. I'm going to use the Quinacriden Gold. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some splattering first. I'm going to load my brush with that purple. Some nice, big, juicy wash. You can just about see that, can't you? So the kitchen roll is covering that area. So my brush is fully loaded. And I'm going to just tap into this section here. Don't worry if you don't have to get this totally accurate. I'm just aiming for that shape. And we'll have a little bit down here as well. I'm using quite strong paint as well. The wash is quite strong because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put that down and I'm going to take my spray bottle and I'm going to give it a little spray. And I'm going to let that dry. Before I move the kitchen roll, I'm going to let it completely dry and then we'll move on to the next stage. So as you can see, I've removed the kitchen roll and I'm left with this kind of crazy mess. And don't get too disheartened if it doesn't look like lavender at this point, because neither does this. It's just got those lovely splattery colours. Let's add a stem. So I'm going to use the green now. Just take a little bit of that in my brush. And I'd like to kind of have a stem and then lose it behind maybe this bit here. So let's just follow the centre of the flower down. Let's put that in, something like that. And then we lose it, and then we see it again. And at this point, you could add some nice shapes like that, just to suggest some lovely leaf shapes. They tend to be a little bit fatter at the bottom. Now, even like that, it looks so beautiful, doesn't it? So if you're happy with that so far, then, you could stop and you could create a whole field of these, couldn't you? These beautiful lavender shapes. But if you want to take it a stage further, this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to start to add a little bit more dimension to that flower. I'm going to take my purple. I'd like the light to kind of come from this right-hand side here. So that's important to keep in mind for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my purple on my brush and I'm going to create some little flower shapes. And you know what? Some of them have kind of happened by accident, really. So we'll think about the cylindrical shape of the flower as well. So what I mean by that is, look, there's a nice shape here. I'm just going to put a little circle around that. And then maybe I've got a shape here that's more of an oval shape because it's leaning that way. And maybe I've got a shape here that is more of an oval shape, like that. I'll clean my brush and I'm just going to soften. You want to lose that line if possible. I mean, you are losing some of that lovely texture as well that you've sprayed with. So like I said, if you want to just keep your picture as it is now with the spray, then that's all good. I'm going to come in a little bit as well and just break some of those edges a bit, look. Make them look a little bit more like a flower. If I put a little dot in the middle, that's kind of helpful as well, isn't it? Just going to soften that a bit more. I can see another one here. Look, there's one that's happened by accident. So I'll just grab that one and just soften away around it. Keep cleaning my brush all the time when I'm softening away. And can you see now? I'll just hold that up to camera. We're now creating those lovely shapes. And if you feel like you've been a bit too heavy in these areas, grab a bit of kitchen roll. Just give it a bit of a dab. And just lift a bit away. Keep it nice and light. I'm going to carry on doing this. I'm going to find, oh, there's a nice oval shape there, so I'll have that one. And there's a bigger shape there, look. If I put a little dot in the middle and I clean my brush and just tease out that line. That's the line we want to lose. We don't want that line. And maybe a little bit more down the bottom here. So we'll have maybe a larger shape here, flower shape. Maybe a larger shape here. Just soften that wash, losing that line. Put a little dot in, then I know where I am. Break the shape a little bit by putting some little darker sections in. I'm just going to block that in a little bit more. And of course, there's a happy accident. We've found one there, look. I'll give that another dot because I seem to have lost that shape. Ooh, okay, another couple of little babies. I can just put dots in randomly now because it's wet and I can't really add too much detail in the middle. But I'm sure you'll agree, it's starting to take shape, isn't it? Let's do the same here. Look, there's a nice one that's happened by accident. So I'll put a little circle shape around that. And maybe another one here. I'll soften those edges away. Break them up a little bit. Put a little dot in. And maybe put some little bud shapes in there as well. These lovely little shapes that could be little buds that are just coming out from their edge. And I'm going to do that up here as well. I'm going to put in some nice little shapes that could be extra little buds. And at this point, if you want to, you can give it a little spray as well, just to break it up a little bit. Now, I am going to have to let this dry because we can go in even further when it's dry and we can create shapes within these darker areas as well, so you can continue to build up the value. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry and come back and assess where we are and decide whether I need to put any more flowers in, and if I am, where are they going to go? So it's always nice to walk away from something, isn't it, when you're kind of at the halfway stage or even near the finishing line, and just decide whether you want to add more details. So let me show you how I do that. So I've got a large area here, haven't I, that is just a plain boring old wash there, but I can still come in with the darker wash, look, and add another flower. And you know, while I'm here, let's have another one here, look. Clean my brush, pull and soften away. Let them meet the other ones as well, look, they're meeting those other little flower shapes. I'll put a little dot in there, but I'm going to come in with some yellow onto that as well, in that centre. But you can see, you know, it does make a big difference, doesn't it? Just adding those few. I think we could do with one just for a bit of balance down here. And of course, everyone's picture is going to be different because you're going to put your shapes in different places, aren't you? They're not going to be identical to mine because we started with a splatter. Now, let's take some ultramarine blue and let's pull down a little bit of blue into that stem area, look. Just for a bit of shadow and let it blend up into that area. And I'll do the same underneath this one as well, just a bit of that blue. And blend it up. Now again, you could say, okay, I'm finished now. And that would be fine because it looks rather beautiful, doesn't it? But if you want me to show you how I can add even more detail to that, then let's think about the light. We'll go back to that all-important light. And that light is coming from this side. We've decided that. So let's take our ultramarine blue and let's create some shapes along this side. Give it a bit more of a shape. So I've not got a photograph. I'm just kind of randomly putting shapes in like that. But if you feel more comfortable using a photograph, then by all means do that, just for a reference. But I find if I've got a reference in front of me, I tend to slavishly copy it too much. Let's just pull that wash out a little bit. I've created some kind of shape that could be a little flower there, haven't I? You have a bit more. You could put purple into it, by the way. It doesn't have to be blue. A bit of purple would be quite nice. Let's find another light shape. So I'm just leaving little shapes like that, look. I'll lose that one. Just pulling that out. Feathering it away. So it's just helping, isn't it? Just to create the shape and form of the lavender. Maybe a little bit more at the top here. Those little buds that you tend to get on the lavender would be quite nice. And of course, you could do that all the way around. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it nice and fresh. I'm going to put a little bit of purple just on this side now. In fact, I can see another shape. Look here, can you see? I can create another little flower shape just by softening away that little circle shape. And I get another flower as well. I did say I was going to put some Quinacriden Gold in there, so let's do that. Let's take a little bit of Quinacriden Gold and let's just pop that into some of those centres. And you can even pop it into a wet wash as well. That's still wet, but that's okay. There's another one. That looks like one, but it wasn't, but it is now. Ooh, how many do we need? Maybe that one and that one. It's so tempting, isn't it? I want to kind of add more details here now and create those little bud shapes, like so. I'll just put a little bit of detail into that. But I often say this to my patrons, that it's so easy to overwork, and I'm guilty of that as well, of overworking. So with that in mind, I'm going to put my brush down. But I'm going to do one more thing before I do that. I'm going to take my brush and load it again, and let's go back to the beginning and what we did. We did a splatter, didn't we? So I'm going to add just a little bit more splatter into that, maybe a bit on this side as well, maybe a bit here, and there we go, brush down. It is quite complicated. It does take a bit of thought. You know, if you're a beginner, practice little areas like that just to build your confidence. Enjoy the splattering and have fun. And I will say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.